NDN, and that's Alicia Menendez is back, and he's from the Fox News show Red Eye. Andy Levy is here. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
I heard you wrote a book, but then you told me you didn't.
Rumors.
You just got done saying that Greg Gutfeld offends you sometimes.
I never said that, sir.
I have two witnesses here.
I didn't say he offends me.
I was mufflier. I have no idea.
Thank you for backing me up.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. So we got the issue of the photos. We've got the issue of the funeral. And then the president says, no, we can't spike the football. And then he shows up for the first time as president at Ground Zero, Fort Campbell today, big rah-rah for the president, talking about all of this. You don't think it was a little like spiking the football?
No, I think it was being perfectly acknowledging what this means to a lot of Americans, and I think it was heeding the advice of his national security team, which is clearly helping him walk the line on this.
Walk what line?
Walk the line. There's a fine line between over-celebrating and sending a message to the rest of the world that we do not understand their regional politics, and appropriately acknowledging that this meant a lot to a lot of Americans.
All right, it meant a lot to a lot of Americans, but who are we trying to appease with a 40-minute funeral aboard an aircraft carrier with full Islamic funeral, according to Islamic custom? Who are we trying to appeal to here?
Who are we trying to appeal to, or who are we trying to not make a situation
Who are we
worse?
trying to not make mad at us? Who are we trying to get to love us? What audience is he targeting here?
I think he's taking the advice of his national security.
But you think through this. 40-minute funeral, James?
I don't know,
40-minute funeral?
I think...
Clean the body, translate it into Arabic, wrap him in a shroud? 40 minutes? For a murderer, a terrorist, a lowlife?
Well, but we also put bullets in his head and dumped him in the ocean. I don't call that appeasement. I call it an effort perhaps not to inflame things.
Inflame who? Help me out here. Inflame who?
Inflame people who...
What, inflame people that think like bin Laden? The ones that were celebrating...
Or who might be tempted to think like bin Laden. I'm just upset by this funeral thing. I am bothered by the spiking the football comment. I'm sympathetic to the argument for not releasing the photos. I'm undecided on that one. But I think this saying we don't spike the football was a really crass thing to say. Because as my colleague Peggy Noonan wrote, this isn't about pride, it's about proof. People are asking a lot of questions, and the president, he may be doing the right thing, but he should at least have respect for people who see it differently.
Look, at some point we have to stop caring about what homicidal maniacs might think about what we do.
Thank you.
What offends me, remember this cartoonist Molly Norris?
Yeah.
She's the one that jokingly suggested we have this Draw Muhammad Day. She's had to, as they call it, go ghost. She's had to change her name and move because she got death threats. Nobody seems offended about that, but we're offended about what people who already hate us are going to think. And as far as the pictures go, these pictures should be released now. As far as I'm concerned, where is Bradley Manning when you need him? I think we should let him out. We should let him out for a day. Let him get the pictures and release them, and then throw him back in jail.
That maybe not a bad day. Maybe not a bad idea. But what do you think?
I think at the end of the day, these pictures will likely come out. We had birthers who wanted to see Obama's birth certificate, and even now that they have it, still believe he was born in Kenya. I don't think is there really anybody who doesn't think Osama bin Laden's dead?
No, I think he's dead.
No, right?
I think he's dead.
So I just don't know what the big deal is about
you know
these
what?
pictures.
I want every other terrorist in the world to see what their future is going to be like.
Well, and the president says he doesn't want the photo of Osama to become this iconic thing. Why not? I don't want the iconic image of bin Laden to be him holding an AK-47 or with his cute little John Lennon glasses. I want the iconic image of him to be with a hole in his head. Not because I'm bloodthirsty, but so that people will look at that and say, hey, maybe I shouldn't go into the terrorism
Did you see the pictures of the other three people in this house that were dead?
Yeah, the ones that Reuters released.
Right. Did that so offend us? I mean, to be honest, you go to the movies and you see a lot more. You watch Braveheart or Gladiator and you're going to see a lot more blood.
Yeah, I can't say that I was upset by them.
Okay, so then why are we going to be upset by this? You know, you said before, all right, we put a bullet in his brain, and those people that are going to be mad are mad. And I don't think they're going to care that we didn't give him a proper funeral. They're going to be mad that he's dead. And they've already threatened, retaliation anyway.
Well, I could argue this either way. I'm really undecided on this one, Sean. I'm sorry. I'm not going to push back too hard on this. You make a persuasive case. I think there's a case for that on the other side as well.
And just as I feel that
You are too zen.
The lesson I learned from this is that We have no idea what the government is up to at any given moment. We did not know that this was happening. And likewise,
Can you say this?
I think that we have to trust that same team when they're saying that there's a reason not to release these photos.
What happened Sunday would not have happened but for George W. Bush's policies.
I do not know, but I am happy to share credit because this one's a win for Team America, and
Would
I don't think it needs to be a part.
right?
Well, Leon Panetta said as much in an interview with NBC. He said there were enhanced interrogation techniques, including
That's it. Well, that's where
waterboarding
we got
involved.
the Courier. That's where we got his nickname, and we took it from there. It wouldn't have happened without Bush. And why can't the president admit that? You're his big supporter.
I'm sure he. Let's.
I'm sure he will.
Let's you ask him.
He won't talk to me. He's too afraid to come on a real program that'll ask him tough questions.